Thank you.
Jurgen, first of all, we'll start with the disappointment because I just wonder how Fabinho is and how he's reacted to what clearly is a massive disappointment to miss out on the cup final. And obviously you've said there is a good chance he will be back whenever, not for the weekend, but whenever. Does that mean a chance for Southampton or Wolves, or are you thinking it will be the European Cup that you'll have Fabinho available again?
He will definitely be back for the final, for the Champions League final, and before we will see. So we don't know. That's it.
How's he reacted?
Absolutely okay. Fab is as a professional, he was obviously not happy about it, that's clear, but he took it. He's already taking on the fight against time if you want. That's how it is. It's not enough if you are ready on Friday before the final, so it will be Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that, and we are working on that, and we are all very positive that it will be the case. So he's absolutely okay.
The fact you've already beaten Chelsea in the League Cup final, how much more difficult opponents does that make them this time around at Wembley?
Well, of course, that's clear, because it was not, he didn't beat Chelsea. We won the penalty shootout, one of the craziest shootouts ever. So, and we know that in football, we said a couple of times, without luck we have no chance, and that night I think luck was a bit more on our side in the penalty shootout during the game. It was a tough game, tight game, and we know how good Chelsea is, and so yeah, we expect another tough one. So that's it, but it's FA Cup final. Both teams will go with all they have, and that's what I expect from Chelsea, and especially what I expect from us. And what I really love about the Carabao Cup, that we all realized how big an occasion Wembley is in this moment, and with all the people in, and it felt outstanding, and want to have that again, of course.
So to what level can a second cup success elevate this season? And win or lose, I imagine the drill stays the same then.
We are in this case we are judged from outside, so people will say you're good, not good enough, whatever, these kind of things. I cannot have no influence on that, and I don't really think about it. For us, we don't see it as a row of trophies or whatever. We never won the FA Cup. I never won the FA Cup before. Most of my players never won it before. I don't even know if anybody, probably was Millie won the FA Cup. Anybody's well prepared here in this room? Could be a surprise. So Millie is the only one who won it before. Sorry?
He was on the bench.
Okay. That's not okay, saying something like that. So he won it in 2011. That's all the information you need. So for all the rest, obviously, will be the first time. We are really looking forward to this opportunity. The boys worked their socks off to arrive there with all the different challenges over there, and that's now a massive final for us. And yeah, really happy that we are part of.
Jurgen, you've spoken in the past about the record of Liverpool in this competition, and obviously it's been a while since Liverpool have actually won it. Just referenced that. I don't think sacrifice isn't the right word, but you've talked about re-establishing Liverpool to where it is now, and it's a competition that maybe was sort of down the pecking order to sort of achieve and put where Liverpool is as a team and a club presently. Can you just talk a little bit more about that? Because obviously now you've given it your all this season to get to the final.
We always gave our all to arrive, to go to the final. We just didn't make it. So for different reasons. And when I actually don't think I said all these kind of things, that, but maybe I'm just too old and can't remember stuff. But what is clear when you try when you start a journey of what we did, obviously 6-7 years ago. You cannot have it all, so that's how it is. And we had not the squad for going for all. That's how it is. So we had to make changes. Everybody makes changes during a FA Cup campaign, during a Carabao Cup campaign. That's how it is. But some teams, when they make changes, you don't realize and think they make changes. It's still a great team. That was for us the case this year, not all the time, because we had a lot of really young talents in this competition involved as well. The most important thing when you start new, if you want, is to qualify for the Champions League. So that's what you have to do. That's the most important stuff, because that gives you the resources for making the next step. That's the truth. That gives you the chance to sign players who want to play Champions League, all these kind of things, and that's why everything else has to stay left and right. So and that's how we had to do it. But it was never that we didn't want to go to the final, not at all. It's just we didn't have the power, manpower to do it. And that's why we lost. I don't think we were particularly lucky with our draws, to be honest. We had really tough opponents as well. But that's absolutely fine. And so now, who cares what happened the last 6-7 years? It's our first final, FA Cup final. And we are really, really, really desperate to win it. That's how it is. We want. And but we know we have an opponent who sees exactly the same. Liverpool won it last time. When it was 2006? When was it? 6. I think Chelsea won it since then 3 or 4 times, if I'm right. So you could say they won it often enough. Not sure they see it like this, but so they're obviously cup specialists. They had different opportunities that time, different possibilities, and these kind of things, and that's why they are just they won it that often. But we want to give it a try. Actually, that's the plan. Proper try.
May I ask?
Of course you may.
Thank you. You talked your semi-final. When you beat Manchester City in the semi-final, we spoke to you afterwards. You said it was one of Liverpool's best performances. So, are you expecting to sort of dig a performance out like that again?
Completely different game. It's a completely different game. But yes, we better play really good. That's true. So, Chelsea is a really well coached team, I have to say. So they have an idea for all different areas of the game. So that's how it is. It's play a similar system to other teams, but a different level. They're very organized defensively. They have offensively incredible talent. We have no idea how Thomas will line up. For example, there are so many different options in offensive area. Werner, Ziyech and Havertz didn't start the last game. Could all 3 start, for example? Gives a complete different dynamic to Lukaku, Mount and Pulisic, these kind of things. Can play with 2 strikers, can play with 1 and 2 10s. The only thing that's pretty clear is that they defend with 3-5, 5 in the last line. And then from that moment on, we don't know exactly if they have 3 midfielders, 2 midfielders, and that's it. Very interesting to prepare, to be honest. That's how it is. And look, we play a final, FA Cup final. It would be a real surprise if we meet a weak team in that final. I'm not sure how it was in the past, but obviously, since I'm here, all big guns are really going for it. And we just didn't have the power to keep us in the competition. But now we had it, and now we are there, and now we want to have the full prize.
Rich from BBC Television and Carl from Radio MS.
Hello, Jurgen.
Hi.
We know, we've seen many times because of the history and tradition of what the FA Cup means, not just here but around the world. We've heard Thiago and Virgil van Dijk talking about what it would mean to them to win the competition. Has it been?
What did they say?
They said it would mean a lot. Has it? Unsurprisingly. Yeah. Has it been a dream of yours, Jurgen, since you came to English football?
No, I didn't dream that big, to be honest. I never was like this. When I started as a coach, I didn't dream to become German champion. I didn't think I ever will be part of the Champions League. It's just you do what you do, and why should I think what kind of things can happen in the far future? So no, spoke now a lot about it. I know that it is the biggest domestic cup competition in the world for sure, but it is like I'm since 20 years involved in professional football, and since then we have usually games ourselves on these kind of dates. It's anyway, either way you play yourself or there's a German Cup, whatever, was quite frequently. It's not that I watch now 20 FA Cup finals or whatever, but I don't think that's necessary to understand how big it is, and it would mean the world to us. That's the truth. That's the absolute truth. And I think this group is a special group, what we have here in the moment, and we really should. You don't have a guarantee, and I know in the public perception it's always like this: you win it and it was fantastic, and you lose it and it was like useless that you even tried it. That's the world we are living in, and But here we go, and there's only one chance to find out who will win the FA Cup by playing it, and we will give it a real go. That's the plan. Against opponent who will do the same, and that's why it's football and it's such a great game to watch. It will be 50-50 in the stadium, obviously blue and red, fantastic. We had only a few weeks ago another final which felt like a World Cup final, to be honest, how both teams played it, how both teams approached it, and so now we are a few weeks late in the season, and another massive one. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people around the world will watch this game, and and a lot of them are Liverpool supporters, so that's cool. Hopefully we can use that power.
What would it mean, Jurgen, or would it mean anything in terms of not just winning another major trophy, but obviously you're trying to win all four, in terms of that momentum that you're building up?
Yeah, it would be very helpful. But what does it mean? It's always when you go for 3 or 4 trophies, then it's always clear that we either get it or we don't get it. I cannot change that now. We have. I had yesterday kind of a media day, a few media appointments, and in the same room, I had to talk about Real Madrid and Chelsea, 2 finals. So it's like. So I'm not even close to Real Madrid. I have no idea until then what will happen until then, these kind of things. But because of the things we have to do, it's like this. So obviously it's a pretty busy season. But it will never happen. It will never happen that the FA Cup final like just is we see as a normal game. It's an absolutely special game, massive. For some of us, the biggest in their career, and we really wanna enjoy that as well, and we want to deliver it for our people. That's clear. And between now and tomorrow, I have a few hours to prepare, to have the boys to prepare properly. And the longer we talk here, the lesser time I have there. So, but it's a big one for us.
Thank you. Carl from BBC Merseyside, and then Carl from Press Association from Jack.
Wow, Carl and Carl, yeah, it's getting really confusing.
You couldn't celebrate the Premier League title with your fans, so how much satisfaction does it give you that you've given them 3 finals, 3 trips to Wembley? I know you want to win them too, but you're creating special memories, aren't you?
Yeah, we couldn't celebrate the Carabao Cup because it was in the middle. Was the weekend? Or middle of the week? It was a weekend. But we couldn't celebrate because probably played 3 days later. If we win the FA Cup, we cannot celebrate it because we play 3 days later in Southampton. So actually, when we won the cup with Dortmund, we had a parade. Yeah, you might think we are crazy, but it's really big. But here we play Southampton pretty much instead of a parade, possible. We had really, I said it yesterday in a different meeting, if you cannot enjoy this season, I have no idea. So until now, I know the icing on the cake we have to produce now, but if you cannot enjoy now, I can't help. Because it's outstanding what the boys deliver. Yes, we all wish we would be 20 points ahead of Man City and everything would be even greater, but that's not the world we are living in. So we are live in a world where the teams we face every week are incredibly strong. And in a season like this, delivering the consistency the boys delivered, especially now in this part since January, is insane. But now we go for that. I'm really happy for the people that they can be part of this journey, and actually the main reason for this journey. But now we have to be ready to keep fighting, because now it's getting really exciting, and that's clear. And tomorrow is since we won the Carabao Cup, the first big final of the last 2 weeks of the season. And yeah, how I said, the longer we talk here, the lesser time I have to prepare the team.
We'll go to the back of the room and Carmarthen for 1 for PA, then James Broken Athletic.
Make it quick then. Your midfield 3 you've been rotating basically 4 players for those 3 positions. I'm just wondering, with now Fabinho out, what opportunity it offers. Curtis came in the week. Opportunity offers the likes of Curtis, Millie, even players like Harvey and Ox, who have barely been involved. What part can they play the remainder of the season?
Very important part. They played all the time. Very important part. these few minutes in a week where we can really train without these boys showing the attitude they showed the whole year. We have no chance to deliver the performances we delivered. That's absolutely 100% true, and we will see. Now we have to. We might play tomorrow 90 minutes. Might play 120 minutes. That will not change the kick-off time for the Southampton game. Depending on the result from City on Sunday, then we go for something or not or whatever. We will see that at Southampton, but then we need to be ready for that game. So and we have to make decisions then again. Enough options for the moment. The job is now to find